going to happen.
Well, we often said we miss you in the paddock because you were one of the grown-ups. You think about the world outside the paddock. How wonderful has it been to go through this journey? You've created sustainable fuel. For those of you here who aren't aware, both of Sebastian's cars that he had here were running on synthetic fuels that are eco-friendly, and it's a project you're very passionate about.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my project. I think we all live in the same world, and we got to look after it. Obviously, the world is changing, and it's very serious. But I think we got to look out for it. Obviously, I love motorsport, and it would be a shame if events like this, or races, or motorsport as a whole, would be a threat or were to disappear. So that's why I really would like to protect it. I want us to be ahead of the wave before we really face that threat. And I think all of us, we came here today, we admire these cars. Obviously, I had the pleasure of driving some of them, but to see them, it would be a shame if they were silent forever and if they were to disappear. So I think we want to keep them alive, and I think we can do that together. Very special, as you said, to bring my own cars, and doing it in a more responsible way. That was the target, and I think a lot of people perceived it as a very nice gesture, and probably the way into a possibility into the future. So I heard a lot of people asking, how can we ask this for to use these kind of fuels all the time? So not quite sure I have the answer, but basically if we all ask for it, then I think one day it's going to happen.
Listen, last year we had Nigel Mansell here. He'd driven Red 5, parked exactly where you did.
Didn't do donuts.
He didn't do donuts, no. I did make him cry on the balcony when he saw that. You do a good Nigel impression. Go on. Can you...
There's too many people now, so... and I love Nigel, but I admire him because, I drove his car earlier, and I don't know how he has managed to be that quick. There's no space in that car, and I'm tiny. Whereas he, he's a strong guy, he's the lion, so really incredible time. I would love to just time travel back to the 90s and find myself in the grid in one of these cars and race these guys. Not sure I would get on, but I would definitely love to have a go. No, incredible machinery, and nice that 30 years later we still get the chance to, fire that car.
Well, the car that you parked in front of everyone here today was Ayrton Senna's McLaren from his last season at McLaren, his last Monaco win, an incredible car. Was it an emotional experience? Because you were there in Ayrton's seat, the steering wheel, I saw it said AS on it, the pedals had his initials. Is it emotional?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I guess to most of us here, Ayrton is a big name and means a lot. So to touch his steering wheel, to sit in his seat and to drive his car, really, is incredible, but it means so much more to do it in front of so many people. I had a secret test this week actually in Silverstone, where I shook down the car and wanted to make sure that everything is running and working. It was so much fun because I got like 10 or 15 laps, and I was trying to push a little bit as well. It was incredible. I wasn't that much slower than nowadays car.
I heard.
Yeah, so I was still taking a little bit of margin because it's my car, so if I crash I have to pay, so a bit different to usual, but no, it's incredible. So I think it's, like I said earlier, it would be a shame if these cars were locked up at some point and not allowed to breathe some air, especially with racing cars. They have that history. Ayrton is one of the legends of our sport, so let's make sure that car keeps on living.
And listen, I think all the fans here would love to hear, are you missing F1? Have you been, sitting on the sofa with a bag of popcorn watching it? Like, what do you do on Grand Prix Sunday now?
Well, I've got 3 kids. I think there's a lot of children today and a lot of parents. I think you're quite busy when you have kids, but I do enjoy it. I think, obviously F1 is very intense, the way I want to do it, the way I did it. You've got to give it your everything. And at some point I don't know, as a parent maybe you sympathize, but you run out of time. So I do enjoy the new challenge. I'm not quite sure what the next chapter is. I mean, I do care about the world, and I want to make sure that I use my voice for good things. So this weekend is part of that. But I'm hoping there's more to come. But I watch the races without popcorn, but I do enjoy it. I'm very much a fan. I can't help the live commenting when I'm watching to my wife. But I hope she doesn't mind. But it's been the time has gone by fast for now, but it starts to tickle a little bit. I think this will help a little bit, this experience, to dampen it a bit. But yeah, eventually I think I will have to obviously find something that really challenges me. I'm not quite sure yet what that is. But
well, we can find you a job in the commentary box. You would like to have him in the commentary box. Well, the key is you've got to keep feeding Crocky sausages and hash browns, and you'll be all right, you know.
No, I think that's more for you. I'm happy to watch. Also, I have a habit of talking too much, so it's probably not the most enjoyable commentary then. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be back to one or two races soon because I miss a lot of the people as well. It's all about people in the end of the day. A lot of friends, and yeah, there's a lot of friends that I do miss.
Now listen. Have you had a good time here today? Are you going to be coming back? Are you buying more toys to come and show off to everyone? What's the plan?
Yeah, I mean, I had a very busy day, but I did enjoy it. So it would be nice to be back. I have been here. I think it was in 2012. So that's more than 10 years ago. It didn't feel that long ago, and I hope that the next time is not going to be another 10 years. There's the revival as well. I love old shit, so I hope to be back rather sooner than later.
Well, I'm going to invite the Duke of Richmond along here. Sebastian says he's going to come along and race at the revival. Are you going to find him something nice to try?
I think we'll find him something quite easy. I think maybe in the 911 race, maybe all on synthetic fuels we're running the car, so that'll suit you.
Yeah, or maybe on the bike, because I spoke to some of the riders earlier. I think it's incredible. There's also so many nice motorbikes. I love motorbikes out there. So the revival also happens for the riders. That would be a proper challenge to get me on a bike.
I'm not sure how your wife feels about you racing on the bikes, but listen, ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to give one last big round of applause for Sebastian Vettel?